I was got an axe, dude. Like, what?
What the fuck are you gonna do with an axe? You gonna fucking Mario Kart that shit? Like, pull out a gun. Be a fucking real man. What up? It's Gus. Got a new chair. The chair is also green, so I'll be very surprised if parts of the chair don't go fucking in and out when after I chroma key this shit. All right, well, let's get started. This is Chilling Scares, 8 most disturbing things caught on dashcam footage. Volume 3.
This first dashcam video was captured in Australia. 2 men in a Mercedes are driving down the highway when, through their rear dashcam, a car is seen quickly approaching. It then swerves around the 2 guys before getting in front of them and slamming on the brakes, clearly trying to run them off the road.
Like, why? People do this shit like this on purpose for no reason all the time.
But what first could be written off as road rage soon takes a more serious and disturbing turn. The 2 men notice the driver has an axe and is now waving it out his window and threatening.
Okay, so he's just fucking crazy then?
Them.
I was got an axe, dude. Like, what?
What the fuck are you gonna do with an axe? You gonna fucking Mario Kart that shit? Like, pull out a gun. Be a fucking real man.
What are you doing? Oh.
I guess we're not in America.
Keep distance, bro.
Australia. They're not allowed to have guns. I mean, still, even in this situation, what are you gonna do with the fucking axe? Dude, windows rolled up, I'm driving right past you. Or I'm hitting the door and your arm's gone.
Bro, call the cops.
I don't know.
The sudden and unexpected encounter forces the 2 men to take a quick U-turn to lose.
It would be startling, but like I don't there's not a whole lot of real danger here.
The guy.
I don't think.
But he continues to follow them.
This is my opinion.
The situation is then taken even further when the 2 use the next exit and approach a roundabout.
Whoa!
Okay.
Keep driving.
Well,
Holy. Man, call the cops. Yeah.
kind of expected that. Cops should have been called already.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, keep going. Just keep. Oh my god.
He's fucking up his own car. Yeah.
2 times the Mercedes is rear-ended, the second of which causes the attacker to spin out, sending him off the road.
And
this allowed the 2 guys
took
to get
care of
away.
himself.
He
took care of himself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't fucking ram other people's cars.
Then drive to the nearest police station where they would report what had just happened. When police arrived to the scene of the crash, the car was gone. However, a few hours later, they would find the vehicle on the road, and from there the driver was arrested. Later, the owner of the dashcam footage would give the video more context. Apparently, the driver chasing them, for whatever reason, was 100% convinced they had robbed his house the night before. But obviously this wasn't the case. The 2 guys had never before even seen the man. It was determined that he was
No, bro is still either fucking just off his meds or on drugs. Because, like, what? You're just randomly driving down the highway? Oh, there's the fucking dudes that broke into my house last night. Like what?
the influence of something.
Clearly,
He would
yeah.
be charged with multiple offenses, which put him in prison for 2 years.
Good.
In August of 2018, Justin Bilton and his 70-year-old father were camping at Glacier National Park in Montana. They had only been in the park for 3 hours when they were informed of an immediate evacuation of the area. A forest fire ignited by lightning the previous night had gotten too far out of control. However, by the time they got the evacuation notice, unknown to them, the only road out of the park had already been engulfed by the fire.
I was about to say, why the fuck are you driving into that? But I guess that's your way out.
Do I go?
Yes, dude.
Not up here in a minute.
Otherwise, you die.
I think we can drive through this. What?
Gotta. Or you abandon the car and try to walk.
Dead.
Dad, this is insane.
I don't know if I would recommend that.
We don't want to get trapped in here.
No, you don't.
Easy, easy. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I mean, even if you already are trapped.
Just slow down. We're out of that fire.
We're not out of the bed, Dad.
You need to get
We're
out.
not out.
We're good though.
What?
Easy, easy. Can't see. Just go easy now. Easy.
Dad, the car's heating up. It's gonna explode.
We're all right.
Is that a thing? If cars get too hot, they just explode? Is that? I don't know if that's a. I don't know. I feel like you would feel it first before the car explodes. I don't know.
Dad, what if a tree falls on us?
Okay,
Bro, this kid is pissing me off, okay? I can understand you maybe getting frustrated that dad is being way too optimistic, but what if a tree falls on us? Okay, what if you just do nothing and sit there and burn up and die? Like,
Please, God, help us.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Oh my God.
nah, he's not doing good.
Dad, we can't get out.
I'm getting out. You can't drive back. We get that out of the road. We get gloves.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Dad, we gotta get out of here.
This guy's
A
pissing.
fallen tree is seen directly in the middle of the road, trapping them inside the park. They had nowhere to go
Just give him a Xanax and take care of the shit yourself.
but back, so they ended up reversing through everything they had just went through.
Oh shit.
When they reached their campsite, they abandoned their car and desperately started running towards a nearby lake.
Like I said,
By some miracle, there they would find 2 park employees in a boat on the shore of the lake. Justin and his father were rescued and taken to safety, leaving everything but this horrifying footage behind. This dashcam footage shows the armed robbery of a cab driver. The driver, Ralph Valletta, had just started his shift. This was his first ride of the day. He was stopped at a light.
I mean, I get it. If it's during COVID, how old is this video though? I don't know. I think, okay, even if it's a few years old, I guess still. But like, there's no reason to cinch that hoodie up like you're Kenny from South Park. That's not. Take the hood off.
And the rider can be seen in the back slouched down. But abruptly, he sits up and demands Ralph give him everything he has.
This is a robbery, man. Hey, give me all your money, man. Man, I don't. Give me everything you got. Give me it now. All right. I need it now.
Is that Kanye West?
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man. Everything I got, man.
That sounds like Kanye West.
I just started. What
And
you got?
I know he's rich, but I wouldn't put it past him.
I just started. Let me see your wallet. Let me see your. I don't have anything in my wallet. We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man. Okay. Give it all to me now. Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rider, a police cruiser was stopped at the same light directly behind them.
Fucking
At some point
dumbass,
during the
dude.
robbery, the light to the lane they were in had turned green, and seeing that they weren't moving, the officer put on his lights and got out to investigate.
Don't have anything in my wallet. I don't carry your wallet and your phone. I need your wallet and... No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for my... There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us. Get out. Oh my God. Lifesaver. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is some shit Kanye West would do, and everyone would call him a fucking genius for it.
Almost immediately, the officer would realize that a robbery was taking place, so in response, he would order the rider out of the car where he would then be detained. The rider was arrested and later charged with multiple offenses. In April of 2021, a man named Mitch Kuhn was driving on the highway back from work when he saw this. A child that looks to be wearing a large jacket, or that's possibly wrapped in a blanket, begins walking out in the middle of the highway,
Bro.
just barely missing Mitch's truck.
That doesn't even look like a fucking kid. That looks like... Anyone ever play Paperboy? That's what that was. Tell me that doesn't remind you of the same
Kid
thing.
begins walking out in the middle of the highway, just barely missing Mitch's truck.
That's what that was.
Mitch was towing a trailer and felt that if he abruptly stopped, it would cause an accident. So instead, he opted to call the police, reporting an unattended child walking on the highway. Police assured Mitch that they'd send out patrol units immediately. An hour later, Mitch called again for a follow-up, as well as to offer the footage he had caught on his dash cam. But he was told that it wouldn't be necessary, as the child had been collected safely and was on its way home. However, strangely, police would later state that no child was found despite officers searching the area until 3:45 a.m. Additionally, they would claim that at no point did they tell Mitch that they had found the child. The next morning, multiple volunteers commenced a search of the area, but no child was ever found, and therefore the search eventually ended.
It was a ghost.
At the time the footage was captured, there were no reports of a missing child in the area. It remains unknown who exactly was captured in this video.
That's not a fucking kid.
This dashcam footage was captured in the streets of Taiwan. Right away, it's clear the video takes place in the midst of a storm where the winds are strong enough to throw around debris. At one point, debris is even seen flying against the windshield. But little did the driver...
Who's debris? And why is he getting thrown around?
...know that an actual tornado was forming right behind them and quickly heading in their direction. The dashcam footage captures the exact moment the tornado went directly through them. It was even strong enough to lift vehicles off the ground, which can actually be seen with the white van that pulls out onto the road. The wheels of the vehicle leave the ground, and it begins to get full-on dragged by the tornado, seemingly disappearing. But once the tornado passes, it can be seen much further down the road, wedged in between two trees. More concerning, however, is the person that gets thrown by the tornado on the right side of the road. Unfortunately, this woman would suffer major injuries and would be taken to the hospital. The storm would go on to produce further damage in the form of 50 inches of rain that would cause multiple deadly landslides.
She said, "No, I'm sitting this one out."
Russia. It shows the dashcam footage of a man driving down a desolate and long stretch of dirt road. Then, up ahead is a car parked in such a way so as to block traffic.
A bat or a machete?
Two men with baseball bats begin walking up to the driver, and that's when it becomes clear that this is a robbery.
You either reverse out
was an intentional
or
makeshift
accelerate
roadblock.
forward.
The driver tries to escape, but the two men get in the way and do their best to prevent it.
I never understand videos like this. I've seen multiple videos like this where, dude, yeah, they have bats. You have a fucking 2-ton battering ram. Like, this should not be a situation where you feel like there's nothing you can do. These guys clearly don't have good intent. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Fortunately, the driver
They should not be able to get anywhere near your door.
Had a window of opportunity and took advantage. He slammed on the gas and was able to get away unscathed. He then drove around the roadblock and was free. It's unknown if the two men with baseball bats were ever caught.
Probably not.
In late November of 2015, a large catastrophic bushfire broke out in South Australia. This dashcam footage was captured by one of the fire trucks responding to the incident. Right from the start of the video, enormous smoke clouds are shown, depicting just how large the fire had gotten. As the trucks continue forward, visibility gradually worsens. It gets so bad to where the fire trucks are forced to stop. Then, in the distance, the fire itself can be seen, spreading towards them unnervingly fast.
Here it comes, it's coming.
Blue fire? Blue fire's the worst fire.
We're gonna go in a burn over very, very quickly now. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
I was joking. This shit's actually blue fire. Holy shit, dude.
Burn over, Scotty, burn over. Burn over, Scotty.
Scotty, move!
Jesus Christ.
A miscommunication between the two trucks resulted in a collision. The truck in the front was attempting to back up out of the fire, while the truck with the dash cam was entering what's known as a burnover. A burnover is a fire truck protection protocol where the truck stays in place and the crew deploys Velcro blankets to protect themselves from the heat. Water is sprayed outside of the vehicle to keep it from catching on fire, and in the inside, breathing masks are used by the crew. During this protocol, however, the crew from the truck in the front can be heard desperately explaining how they didn't have water for a burnover.
Oh, shit.
Or rather, their truck's sprinkler system wasn't working properly. They couldn't stay in place and were forced to drive forward in the hopes of escaping the fire, which you can actually see in the video as the truck fades into the distance. Fortunately, this move would end up saving their lives. They would make it to the other side of the fire, and everyone inside the truck, as well as the one with the dash cam, would make it out with minimal injuries.
That's crazy.
This footage was captured way back in 2012. It takes place near an airport in Moscow, Russia. The airport is right next to a highway, and on December 29th, this dashcam footage would capture the disturbing moments a plane missed the runway and crash landed just on the right side of the highway.
Missed the runway? How do you miss a runway? I'm not a pilot or anything, but I feel like that's like a day one thing right there. God damn! Let's see that again, Scotty. No, back more. Whoa! Ooh. Sniped him.
It turns out the plane had mistakenly overshot the runway because of bad weather conditions, so when it landed it didn't have enough room to brake. This left it no choice but to go directly into the highway, causing plane seats and other debris to shoot towards passing vehicles, all of which can be clearly seen in the footage. At the time of the crash, the plane was only carrying crew members. No passengers were on board. But unfortunately, 5 of the 8 total crew members would lose their lives.
That's...
The driver of the vehicle with the dash cam would make it out unharmed.
What about the other one? That's better than I thought. I thought there was gonna be no survivors in that plane. Alright, well, that's it. Let me know what you think. Give me some ideas for videos to watch on the next stream or the next video. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.